All right, and hopefully that is all set up there. And last time we played last night. We did the third gym leader, so we got the Veilstone. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our way to Pastoria. So hopefully we can fight the fourth gym leader today. Maybe the fifth, since it's right after. We'll see. Probably won't get to the sixth gym leader today, but we'll see how far we go. I don't even remember who I had up front here. Okay, I had bronze one. She has quick fair. Probably not ideal, but we can make it work. I thought I'd stream on pretty much my last day of summer, so it'd be nice. Hopefully the audio, the game's too loud. It's a little bit loud here, but hopefully it doesn't look like it's going too far up on my audio on my OBS, so it should be okay. Team Galactic runs in this game, they have a lot of the Hoenn bug Pokemon, which is weird. You'd think they'd have the Sinnoh ones. Ooh, critical hit. Might not be bad if they kill the Clefairy, because that would make probably so she can send out a better Pokemon. Since this Clefairy probably won't do very much, unfortunately. Oh man, it's so close. Dang, it woke up and it used Protect. Wow. Dang, this guy is really annoying. I might switch here. Ooh, it's going for Metronome, okay. Ooh, it went on also waiting for it. Dang. We both went for Dustox, okay. Let's go and use Monferno. I don't think I used Monferno once last time I played. Maybe once or twice actually, but not very much at all. We went for double protect, okay. Okay, that's fine. Clefairy will be gone. I think she's gonna use her okay, Kadabra, that's much better. I wasn't sure if she's gonna use the grass type, Rotom. Oh, and she attacked Dustox. Okay, it's fast. I kind of forget how fast they are sometimes. It's not like that. The Abracadabra line's a little bit different. It's similar to the Gardevoir line, but Abracadabra actually have like good stats and like attack, or excuse me, special attack and speed. And you see that progression towards Alexander, whereas Ralts and Kirlia I think are fairly weak on their own, and then they just get a huge boost in stats once they become the Gardevoir. Once Kirlia, also the Gardevoir, or Gallade, I guess, in Gen 4. Okay, hopefully they attack Grogan. Perfect. I've been enjoying this Gen 4 playthrough a lot. I find myself, you know, when I have free time now, I'm like, I actually want to play some Pokemon, and now I want to stream it too, so it's been fun. I think that Flame Wheel didn't do very much. Oh, why did you use Reflect? I guess you probably don't have anything I can damage it with, actually. Dang, the Stunky is faster than my Monferno? Did my speed get lowered at some point? I wasn't paying attention, maybe? I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't think Stunky's that fast. I know it doesn't have bad speed, but still. Guess I'll have to use Mother Punch. Perfect. Only 1 defense. Everything else I think was 2. It's not that good. Look for a starter, mid-stage it should be. Hopefully a little bit higher, but it's okay. $2,000, not bad. I don't think I really need to buy anything right now. Maybe I'll buy some full heals at the supermarket, the department store. Now she's going to Pastoria. That's right, I'm poisoned. Oh, that's right. I can use fly. Forgot. I wasn't sure if I could come in here and get it. I was sure it was in here, but I couldn't quite remember. But they did buff fly in this game, so it is better. Fly is pretty usable in this game. I'd say base 70 is definitely kind of too weak in Gen 3 to use it. That doesn't feel worth it in a lot of ways. It almost just feels worth it to just use wing attack. Even though it's 60. I guess I'll just get rid of Nightshade. I don't really use that. But now we have a good damage move here. And I can fly around. I always try to make an effort to have a Pokemon that can use fly on my teams. And because I don't like type crossovers a lot either, try to avoid that if I can. That's why I generally don't use a lot of those bug Pokemon, because a lot of them are like bug flying type. And so they can't, and a lot of the time they can't learn fly. So if they almost feel like a waste of a flying type, at least how I see it, whenever prior to them like kind of modernizing the HMs. Which I'm glad they did. Because if you don't have someone who can fly on your team, which I've done it a couple of times where I just keep someone in the PC to fly on, it can feel very annoying. I think it was actually on the bottom floor there. Let me check. Didn't mean to. Can go up to 9,000, 9,500. Do I have anything to sell? I think I do. Stardust. Okay. Don't have too many items right now. I will definitely get not really any useful ones either. I think there's some more I can get obviously by talking to people, but I haven't really done that. I can buy a couple of Great Balls. And buy a couple of Ultra Balls as well. That'll be good to have this for whenever I need to get Gibble. And then, I need to buy Max Repels. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I'll just buy 40. Might be overkill for right now, but that should last me, honestly. If not, the entire playthrough, so just go and get them now. I'll just buy the rest of the heals. Let's go ahead and put Roselia up front. And, oh, that's actually a Psychic guy. Let's use... I want to use Gyarados, but I don't want to get special attack from Beast to him if I don't want to. So, we'll just use Murkrow. Assurance. Mischievous. Mischievous and Murkrow were definitely two Pokemon that needed evolutions in Gen 4. It's kind of nice that they did that, giving a lot of Pokemon just a rework in their evolutionary line. Although some of them were kind of interesting in design, I guess. Like Licky, everyone's favorite. I haven't used a lot of them, or it's been quite a while since usually I don't use them unless I do like a Platinum playthrough, because they're more, you can actually access them in Platinum, whereas in here you usually can't. In Diamond and Pearl, all of them are locked until post-game, which is so weird. Pomeg. Actually, what does Pomeg do? These other ones all have uses. I don't know what Pomeg does. Maybe it's like, I don't think it's confusion. I think that's Persenberry that says confusion. I'm not sure. And let's go back to Roselia. I want to try to get Roselia some experience. And I don't know where you get the. I feel like you get. I don't know where you get the amulet coin at that point. Not that I probably need it, but I just remember farming money in this game. Especially off that older couple that's by the trophy garden. I just remember having it at this point in the game, so I probably already passed it up at some point. Oh well, not gonna worry too much about it. Really don't need a whole lot of money unless you don't feel like grinding like at the game corner. But even so, there'll be a Seekers in this game, so worst case, if I ever needed to grind, I could go seek out the amulet coin and just farm on the rich people. Taking the rich people's money. I got 2 attack there, only 1 special defense though. Three Goldies, okay. I decided to do a nice quick little Sunday stream. Diamond, go through part 5. Then get an X special defense. I think that guy has a bunch of bug Pokemon here, which may not be ideal for Roselia. It always feels like it's hard to train grass types, just all the weak things there. Oh, maybe not bugs. It does have a fire type, which definitely doesn't help. Then use Gyarados. I wonder if it'd be better to use Dragon Rage. I feel like I can two-shot it with Dragon Rage. Although I probably could have used Bite and Dragon Rage. Maybe got the flinch, but it doesn't matter. Use Growl, please. But getting early Dragon Rage is Like one of the best things. Especially like the very, very beginning. I think there's a few dragon types, right? You would think Gible is one of them that can get Dragon Rage at even like before level 15 maybe. I'm not sure how early, but you can just spam it and kill everything. And having Dragon Rage in like Mystery Dungeon is just super broken. All those damaging moves like that, like Sonic Boom and then Frustration, are very good for that game. And this one's just spamming Growl. I guess it doesn't want to use its other moves. Maybe it's just a water type, so it just doesn't. The AI. Ooh. Nice stat boost there. Gyarados actually has pretty good special defense. Gyarados is kind of really cool design. I wish they had some of the back sprites in Pokemon games, especially like in the earlier ones where you can't see their full body, like the 3D ones. I wish you could have seen more of the Gyarados here. You can only see the top part of Gyarados in this, and the rest is cut off. So, unless you kind of already know what Gyarados looks like, you can kind of assume what the rest of it looks like, but otherwise, if you didn't, then you'd kind of be maybe not too sure with the rest of it, or how big it is, maybe. I don't know. I just wish they maybe had more exposed on some of the back sprites. At least it's not like Gen 1, where some of the back sprites on Gen 1 are just like a blob of pixels, essentially. They're very hard to distinguish. A Wormadam, okay. Another Pokemon that Roselia probably should not fight. Let's use Monferno. Roselia will get at least some opportunities to fight once we get to the beach, that beach part, right before Pastoria. There's some water trainers there, so should at least be able to fight there. Hope. Unless they have like Gyarados, which I guess she technically could fight. +3 special attack, and I got Giga Drain. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Mega Drain. I haven't really been using Stun Spore or Leech Seed, but those are really reserved for more difficult Pokemon, I should say. And most of the trainers don't really do that. You just power through them brute force with attacking moves. And probably another Psychic versus, let's just use Murkrow. Murkrow just like decimates Psychic Pokemon. Just having a higher attack power, it's pretty fast too. And then being a Dark type, it mostly can't take any hits either. Even the Ghost types too, it just like one-shots everything. It's faster. It does its job pretty well in terms of taking out like Psychic and Ghost types with its Dark typing. Only problem is if Murkrow can't kill something right away, then it won't do a fantastic job at taking hits. I think its base defenses are only like in the 50s or 40s. And its HP is pretty low as well, but Honchkrow gets a little bit more bulky. It's obviously not the main focus of its stats, but it gets a good amount more. It gets a good increase in HP, which helps. But it's still, I think, pretty fragile in terms of its defenses. It becomes a much more offensive powerhouse, that's for sure. And I'm looking for repels. I'm going to use up these repels up here. I would feel like running into wild Pokemon right now. Heart Scale. I think I can give some of my Pokemon the hard scale. They have moves that they can learn from after they evolve, I should say. Let's actually use Gyarados. Kind of just going back and forth between shuffling this team around. And then as they, depending on what they send out, I'll just kind of change to what's best for this. Yeah, I think this guy, if I remember in Platinum, he's got 3 Pokemon. I don't know if he's the same name and stuff, but he's got, instead of the team he has here, I think he has the 3 evolutions, the 3 Kanto ones. Like, so, Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, sorry. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna use Dragon Rage just in case this thing has Poison Pit. And then I'll switch out since I have Leech Seed. Boom. That should kill. Does he have 3 Roselias? Let's see. We're making good progress though here. Oh, he does. Wow. Yeah, we're making good progress. We'll definitely get to the 4th gym today. That's my goal. And then we'll see about the 5th. I mean, I should be able to just, if I can remember correctly, maybe I have to do like a, I don't remember when I have to do the lake stuff at Valor Lake, right there with Team Galactic. I don't know if that's right after the 4th gym, or if it's before, maybe? I don't know, I can't quite remember when I do that. That's when they have all the water blown out, and they have all the Magikarps out, exposed. I don't remember when I need to do that quest. Maybe it's before the 4th gym, actually. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And I don't know if there's another item down here. I don't think so. Another big place to do Poke Radar. I remember I was shiny hunting with Poke Radar, and ooh, let's use, I think this guy's gonna have like rock types. I was shiny hunting in that grass, that patch of grass I was just in. I was looking for, I think I was chaining Ponyta. And I don't remember what number I was on for Ponyta. I think I was at like around 20 or something like that. And I was kind of near the bottom portion of it. And I remember I accidentally screwed it up because there's like a way to keep the chain going, or at least a higher percentage of keeping it going or something like that. I remember I screwed it up because I accidentally went over a patch that I didn't mean to. And I didn't notice the patch was shaking. I thought it was clear. I didn't notice it at all. But apparently it was a shiny Gligar. I was really surprised by that. I didn't even see the patch was shiny anyways. Which I think they fixed in BDSP. I think they continuously stayed shaking Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl. Which was super helpful because I always missed them in the original games. That brief moment, sometimes you can notice it, but I don't know, it just happens so quick sometimes that you can easily miss the shiny patch. So, and for instance there, I wouldn't have ever gotten that Gligar had I not accidentally run into it. It's pretty cool, which makes me wonder if I've missed other shiny patches that I just never noticed. Especially like if they're kind of tucked off in the corner, like on the bottom part of the screen, like if they're by like the trees and stuff, it's really hard to notice them. I think that's where the Gligar one was. It was on the very bottom patch. But that's the only shiny that I got in the original, like Poke Radar. I didn't do it too often, but I have some fun with it. Boom. I wonder if it has heat proof or if it's just bulky enough to not faint from the flame move. I've been fighting a couple Bronzors, and even mine, they can take a lot of damage before they actually get knocked down. Even Bronzor is very bulky. Doesn't have to get to Bronzor. I think Bronzor is a lot of people forget about. I like it. I mean, I'm not a super fan of it or anything, but I think it's pretty cool. When I think of Gen 4, I generally remember it as a Pokemon. Like, when I think of the Pokedex, like, it's not like the first one that comes to my mind, but it comes to mind pretty quickly. I feel like ones that I completely forget are usually like maybe like Chatot or something in the Gen 4 Pokedex. And sometimes I forget some of the later evolutions, like Licky Licky and Tangrowth. There's just so many different like new evolutions, and some of them just aren't as popular, I guess. 3 and all 2s, wow. Not too shabby. Just keep spamming magically. Yeah, didn't get any poison moves, so I probably won't have any poison options until Sludge Bomb, and then I don't think I'll have really any other options as far as like moves. So it'll probably just be Sludge Bomb and then like a couple grass moves like Leech Seed maybe. I'm not sure if I can learn like, maybe you can learn like Shadow Ball or Psychic. I can't remember. I think you can learn like Dazzling Gleam in the later games. But I know I can get Petal Dance eventually. I don't know if they've increased Petal Dance to 120 in this game. If they increase it to 120, then I think it'll definitely be worth using. But if it's base 90, I'm not sure. It might still be worth using. And Mushroom. Okay, I need to remember to get that item too. Oh, that's weird. The repel wore off right before I pressed the button on the box. All the route features in this game are just so good. Gosh. I can definitely keep them on like loop while I study. Or like working on like a video or something. And is this Dig? Yes. Pretty sure, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Garchomp can learn Earthquake by level up, but if that's a really late level, maybe Dig will be good for it for a while. At least Dig got buffed to base 80 in this game, which makes it more usable again. But I really think that it was base 100 in Gen 1, which I think it kind of should have been around that power. Then they reduced it all the way to 60, which I think was a little bit too much in my opinion. Made it like almost unusable, especially like all those kind of moves like Dig and Dive. Unless you're using it like for Stab, but you're a ground type that you can use it, and it's like a move you get before Earthquake. Otherwise, it's just not useful at all, unless you're also using it for like its overworld use of like getting out of a cave. But a lot of Pokemon that can get Dig that aren't ground types just basically get no benefit from it. It just does such a little amount of damage, I feel like. And Suicune, I think, is like right over here. Yes. Perfect. I'm just gonna do a quick save really quick, just to make sure. We've seen 66 in the Pokedex. Yeah. I think this was the game that they started where Pokemon that you would see would show up on the Pokedex there, on your save screen. Because before it was only, I think it would only, the number would only go up for Pokemon that was caught and actually registered in the Pokedex after you caught it or evolved a Pokemon or something like that. But they changed it, I think, in this game. PP up, not bad. This seems like a nice, like, relaxing place. Especially by the beach side right here. The game director. I don't know who the game director was. Is that Masuda in this game, maybe? For Diamond and Pearl? Can't remember. We can do some of these battles. I don't know if they're double battles. Let's do it. I think these people rebattle you every day, if I remember. Not sure. I remember doing this a lot when I was younger, but man, Murkrow's actually kind of sucks for the two people I have up front. They're lower level though. I guess I'll do that. Probably should have switched out Bronzor, honestly. Bronzor's just slower. Kind of hard to use double battles, honestly. Needs to get a steel move. I don't know when it can get Gyro Ball. But I will be able to get Flash Cannon eventually when we get to the 6th gym later, which would be nice. Around 30 minutes now. We'll do these trainers in here, because why not? Okay, should have a 2-shot with. Hopefully we can have 1-shot for the Murkrow here. Murkrow's pretty fragile, so cannot. But I can burn it. Wow, I've gotten so many burns in this playthrough. Between Ember and Flame Wheel, this Monferno is just blessed with luck. Pretty awesome. So I don't even think Flame Wheel is only, maybe it's 20% for burn, but I'm fairly sure that Ember is only 10%. But Flame Wheel might be 10% as well, but even so, 10, 20, or even 30, that is a lot. Much more than I'd expect to normally. Gotta split up all the experience. And Pikachu. I use Mach Punch, then I kind of have to use Bronzor to hit Pikachu. So I can't use it to hit Murkrow. Awesome level. I think it evolves in the 30s. Oh man, +0 special attack. That sucks. It even has a special attack boosting nature, I believe. It has a really low IV. But I remember comparing, because I caught a few Bronzors, and I compared it to the other ones, and this one was actually, it was one of the better ones. It was pretty much better in all of its stats. I think minus like a couple, but overall it was like really good. Oh, wait, use quick attack. Okay, I use Mach Punch, but still beat me to the race there. I'm gonna go heal in the hotel really quick. Maybe I can keep fighting these trainers here. use these two. This will probably expedite the double battles a lot by using them. Aroma Lady. Okay, yeah, perfect. This is good. Oops. I want to use Bite on Clefairy, then I'll use Flame Wheel on Roselia. I'd much rather take the Roselia out, just because I can do a bunch of other nonsense. Oh, I got Q-Charmed, wow. I can use Mach Punch on it so that the Gyarados doesn't have to worry about it next time it fights. So that we don't have to worry about Roselia's nonsense, like Leech Seed and Stun Spore. That's gonna do barely anything. Yeah, even with Stab. Not a great attack, but also the Intimidate. And then High Defense. Oh, I thought they had more Pokemon. No, they just don't get. Maybe they have more. I don't know, maybe this the other trainer has more than one. I thought I saw it like 4. Maybe I just saw it. Okay, yeah, they do have 4 total, which has a bunch of Clefairies. Well, that's just fantastic. And just spam these moves. I wonder if I can kill it. Oh, great, it's use Follow Me. Okay. I wonder if I can kill it with a Mach Punch here. Clefairy. It is weird to remember because other Pokemon I can easily kind of forget that they're Fairy type just because, I don't know, sometimes I don't see them as a Fairy type, but Clefairy, obviously, Clefable, all that, like, I feel like they were meant for the Fairy typing, obviously. So, it's hard to imagine them as a normal type. I forget, even in the older games when Fairy type isn't even a thing. Okay, maybe I won't fight all the trainers in here. I think they reset daily, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm just not sure how long I'm going to stream. I'm just kind of going to do a quick Sunday stream today. Because I've been kind of going about the hour-and-a-half mark, which seems very reasonable. Because I definitely don't have time to just block off the whole, like, 3 or 4 hours to stream. That's just too long. Especially, even though I'm still in summer technically, but I still have other things I need to do. So, kind of going forward, I'm going to try to stream longer than just hour and a half, but I think realistically I can't go probably longer than like 2.5. I wonder if I can kill the Mr. Mime fight. I guess I could use Flame Wheel as well, just in case. If not, it'll just hit the Psyduck. No big deal. Actually, Flame Wheel might be the better option anyways, right? Because Stab with Flame Wheel would make it, after half reduction, it would be 45 base power. Whereas Mach Punch would only be 40, or no, it would be 60, never mind. What am I thinking? I'm thinking Mach Punch doesn't have Stab. And we just saw it there, Mach Punch did a lot more damage. So ignore my thinking. I'm only talented as an artist? No, you're talented in many ways, sir. I don't remember, do I get an item or go for defeating all these trainers? And I feel like they do respawn, like, don't know if the trainers changed. I think they might just stay there the same, or maybe they shuffled them around with the different character sprites and stuff. But I think they reset daily or something, which is kind of cool because you would think that like they give you options to fight a lot of trainers in this game. Even though you have the VS Seeker, you can still seek out like the rebattling trainers like this, which is really nice. This is. I guess we'll just do that. I don't think it really matters. Maybe I could have done the bite on Bidoof, and then the flame on Machop maybe would have been a better, more efficient use of my moves, but I wanted to be sure I could kill at least one of them. But I've always thought about how, because looking at these like sprites and stuff and everything, the 2D kind of feel of the games, always feels really nice to look at, very pleasing. I always wondered if Pokemon decided to do like maybe like not a cool Pokemon game or like some kind of like side project that they didn't have to develop by Game Freak as a non-3D Pokemon game, like a 2D one, maybe for like the Switch or something. Or honestly, just releasing these on the like Switch Online would be really cool. I'm hopeful that they'll do it, but that part of me is also not expecting it. I have low expectations, so to avoid disappointment. I know they did just recently put out the Pokemon TCG game, the Game Boy game, as well as the Pokemon Stadium 2. I'm surprised they never made like another TCG video game like that. Honestly, if there was one on the Game Boy Advance, I probably would have played it a lot, because I played a lot of the Game Boy Advance games. Same with the DS as well. If they had put a game like that on there, I'm sure I would have played the crap out of it. I probably would have learned how to play. It probably would have taught me a lot about trying to play Pokemon TCG, because I don't actually know really how to play. I mean, I collect a few cards here and there, but I don't actually know how to play the card game, which I think is the case with a lot of people. But had there been like a game, because I didn't play as much on the Game Boy, I really just played, only things I really played on the Game Boy were actually just like Pokemon games. The standard mainline games, I should say. I don't know, actually. We'll just do this. Maybe I can kill it with the bite. I doubt I can't, but we'll just... But I definitely need to check out the TCG online Pokemon game. I could probably stream that too, honestly, because I've never played that before. And I honestly have no idea. It would be nice to learn how to play it. And honestly, seeing the old cards and everything too would be cool. Because I played a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh games like that, card collecting games like that. They can be a lot of fun, especially once you know, when you're familiar with a lot of the cards and you know how the game works. It can be a lot of fun, especially building certain types of decks, even like building optimal decks, but even not even just optimal ones, just fun, like cool idea ones, and then battling with them can be a lot of fun. And then of course, like getting rare cards and stuff is always fun, just like it is in the real world. It's just as fun in the games too sometimes. Just as much as fun as the regular card games are in the Yu-Gi-Oh games. There's a bunch of obscure, like, Yu-Gi-Oh games. Like, very different than the normal Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom on the GameCube, and then also Duelist of the Roses. Both of those games are just so much fun, even though they're nothing to do with, like, actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh man, I meant to talk to the guy, dang it. I guess it's just the battle train. I didn't know if I got an item or something. And let's put Roselia up front here so that maybe you can fight some water trainers. But the next gym is water type, so Roselia will get a good opportunity there. Because I don't have an electric type on this team, which I heavily considered getting some kind of electric type. I really wanted to maybe, but I don't know, I've done so many Luxrays on Gen 4 playthroughs, I didn't want to do that again. And I don't actually know the other electric types in the game. I know Pikachu is in the Pokédex, but I don't even know if you can get it early on. But just like Pikachu, I don't think I've ever done Raichu in a Gen 4 game, but I've done a lot of Raichus in like Fire Red Leaf Green, where you catch it right there in Viridian Forest. So I could have done Pachirisu as well, actually. That actually would have been a good idea. But I'm happy with, because the last one I was trying to consider was Bronzong. But it'd been a while since I'd done Bronzong. And last time when I played Brilliant Diamond, I had a Pachirisu. I kind of remade my original team when I was a kid. Not exactly remade it, but to a degree I did. It was a lot of fun. And I probably could have done Pachirisu. Maybe next time I play a Gen 4 game, I'll use Pachirisu, because I like that thing a lot. Holds a lot of like nostalgic to me just because it was on that. It was really like that was really the first, like Pokemon Diamond was really the first kind of game that I actually like made my own team and stuff, because before I really just played like my older siblings like copies of Pokemon games. I would just kind of run around and just do whatever. I wouldn't really like start a new game or anything. So Diamond was the first time I like started my own save file, had my own team and everything, pretty much. I can remember, maybe I did for Emerald once, actually, because I did have a copy of Emerald, so maybe that was actually the first Emerald. I don't know. Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, it probably wasn't Diamond specifically, but Diamond is the save file that I still have, and I still have like much more vivid memories of doing that. Because I do remember also having like Pokemon Yellow. I remember playing it on Pokemon Stadium. And the same with Pokemon Silver. I remember using those and like connecting them. The only thing is with those is those teams are definitely long gone because the batteries died out on those, and so the teams are just completely gone. But pretty much every time I would play through a Yellow game, I would usually get all the starters, all the Kanto starters, and just use those. I think there's hidden items over here, but I don't know if I'm looking for them. So I have to use the mouse on the computer to access the touchscreen. I don't really feel like doing that. Fishing is actually fun. Fishing in real life, I enjoy it. I haven't done it recently. I used to do it a lot in my undergrad college, but I imagine fishing in Pokemon games would be kind of fun as well. Especially like it'd be like a way of getting to shiny, like when every time you catch a fish, it could be like a shiny Magikarp or something. It'd be kind of cool. And honestly, catching big ones too, I'd imagine would be like a really big competition. Remoraid. Kind of forget Remoraid and Octillery are a thing. Oh. I actually don't have anything, I'm gonna use Bronzor so I just get attack EVs. I don't have any, I don't have any electric moves. I don't know if I can teach any electric moves to my team because Thunder Punch isn't, I don't know, maybe someone can learn Thunderbolt? I'm not sure. Maybe Bronzong can. Some psychic types can learn electric moves. I'm pretty sure, like, if I had a Mischievous instead of the Murkrow, I'm fairly confident that Miss Magius can learn Thunderbolt. Wow. Yeah, I didn't really expect to do a lot. Maybe I'll use Actually, I didn't really need to use Confuse, right? Because it's about to get fatigued from the confusion. It's kind of a waste there. I guess I got it to turn it, but oh well. Didn't really need to use that. It's doing barely any damage though, which is pretty cool. For as much as attack as Gyarados has, it's not even doing that much. I think Thrash must be, because a lot of these Gyarados have Thrash. I think it's like the move tutor move. So if you, like, Gyarados won't learn it through level up, but if you get a Gyarados and then you give it a hard scale, it should be able to learn. Wow, that was the worst confusion ever. I think it was one turn, it didn't even get hit, and then it just snapped out. But yeah, if you give it a hard scale, it should be able to get Thrash. There's some Pokemon like that. Like, I believe Torterra is like that with like Wood Hammer, I believe. I think Gen 3 Blaziken was like that with Fire Punch, if I can remember correctly. Alright, please kill. Yeah, even Bite is not doing a lot of damage. I mean, I guess I'm 6 levels higher. But we did it. Bronzor did it. The footsteps. I don't know if you can like do stuff with that. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff usually. I think that's like equivalent to like the Gen 3 like the suit collector. I don't know. I think you can like run around and get stuff for that. I'm not sure in this game. Between the, I think his Glameow, oh man, that sucks. It lives with 1 HP and then it hits the Hypnosis. Ah, that's unfortunate. Between the Pure Ugly and, I'll just use this again. And Skunk Tank lines, I always preferred Skunk Tank. I actually I don't really care for Pure Ugly. The only time I actually used a Pure Ugly was I was wanting to replay, I think I was actually wanting to play Y for the first time, because I played X first. So the only time I used one was I actually just went onto a random Pokemon generator, and I just generated 6 random Pokemon, and then I just made my team those random 6 Pokemon. It was actually really cool, but I remember it generated a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon. Like, it was, I can't remember all the team members, but I think it was, I don't know if Pure Ugly was on the team. I remember Wigglytuff was on the team. And there was a few other Gen 4 Pokemon on there. Might have been Honchkrow was one of them. I don't know, but that was a pretty fun team. That was a fun thing to do, but it definitely was not a balanced team. But it didn't really matter. I don't want these berries. But another really fun thing I did when I was really young was on one of my playthroughs of Platinum, because I kept my Diamond save file the same. I never changed it. I never deleted it or restarted it. But for Platinum I did. And one of the times I replayed Platinum was I did like a very weird team, like so a bunch of Pokemon that are just kind of like obviously very like unique, like Wobbuffet, Shuckle, I had a Smeargle on the team and like a Ditto. And then I even had like a Blissey on the team. And my gosh, that's when I really realized the power of Wobbuffet. Like once you can kind of predict, like, because a lot of people, or a lot of the Elite Four members especially, they'll kind of specialize in obviously either attack or defense, or excuse me, attack or special attack. So you can predict that they're gonna just hit you with one of those moves. And my goodness, Wobbuffet just feasted off of that. I was able to KO so many like difficult Pokemon. I thought I took out the Garchomp too with that team. Cynthia's, I'm fairly sure. Who else was on that team? There's Smeargle, Ditto. There's a couple of others that are like kind of different. I used it. Oh, that's right. I put a Delibird on the team as well, just because Delibird is so weak that I just wanted to put it on the team as well. So I remember Delibird was on the team. But I remember I really liked that. I enjoyed that a lot. It was kind of like a. It's funny because a lot of those like challenge stuff, like people do that a lot now. Like with those challenge videos trying to beat Pokemon games with like certain teams and stuff in Pokemon. And it's pretty cool that I was even doing that like all the way back when I was like a little kid. And I definitely would want to do stuff like that again, because I enjoyed it a lot. Barboach. I kind of forget Barboach is in the Pokedex for Sinnoh, honestly. It must be in the Great Marsh, I'd imagine. Probably either like surfing or fishing there. I never really do the Great Marsh. The only time I do the Great Marsh is if there's specifically like a Pokemon that I'm trying to get from there, otherwise I can ignore it. Because I don't really think there's any like super valuable items in there. And I know there's like I don't know, there's a couple of mechanics I guess like you could use to go around and like look for Pokemon, like with the binoculars I think. We don't want Toxic Spikes. Actually, yeah, we don't want Toxic Spikes. With like the binoculars and stuff, but I've never really used that, or like I think there's like a little train, I don't know. There's a couple of things with it that I never really paid attention to. This one's like a puzzle in this game, but it's very just linear path, honestly, because there's usually only like one option, or I guess technically two options. Like one option to continue going forward with the water level and continuing to maneuver, or one option to basically go back, so that you can go back to the beginning. But there's really no like decision making with this puzzle. It's really just a straightforward path. Oh man. Okay. Well, if I can't hit here, maybe I'll switch. Don't want to get stuck here. Yeah, I'll change. What if he's got a Pelipper as well? We'll use Gyarados. I think Wingull is one of those Pokemon that is actually faster than Pelipper, if I can remember correctly. It's one of those stats that actually gets lower with the balls, if I can remember. Or maybe it stays the same. Some Pokemon are like that. Some Pokemon lose stats when they evolve, which is funny. Another Wingull. And obviously a prime example of Pokemon losing stats when they evolve would be like Nincada, but then I don't know if you guess you would consider it like losing, but Nincada to Shedinja. But I even think Nincada's defense is higher than Ninjask, if I can remember that as well. So there's some interesting examples of that. Obviously, pretty much every Pokemon gets, as far as I, off the top of my head, every Pokemon gains overall stats. Like the base stat total increases overall through evolution, even though some of them go down. But I'm actually really excited to play like Unova after this, because I haven't played Unova in a while, and Unova for a while for me was a game that I didn't necessarily like super care for, I guess. Just with the generation, it never really sparked too much of an interest with me. But I don't know, up until kind of the couple recent times I'd played Unova, I liked it a lot more and more. And the music in the game is really fun, and I don't know, there's a lot of aspects, especially like Black 2, White 2, that they changed from the original games. That makes the games it's actually kind of fun, and there's a lot of cool Pokemon there, so I'm actually excited to kind of get into it again. And we got the hour mark. Actually, I think I'm honestly gonna do. I'm just gonna defeat the 4th gym leader and call it there. Just because. Who should I use? I think I should just use Gyarados and Dragon Rage. But I'm gonna call it there. I need to eat lunch still. I still have some other things I need to do for today, so we're not gonna go too long. But I just wanted to get on a quick stream. I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but I thought I could get on for it a little bit, just to scratch that itch. That way I wasn't wanting to do it later in the evening. So we'll just kind of get it knocked out right now. And then I'll start school, and then I'll definitely be a lot more busier, so I figured I'd give it one last good chance here to stream while I was in my last day of summer, essentially. This should kill, right? Because I guess the yellow would make it. I'm not sure exactly when the half-life is, if it's right at the yellow mark or if it's the last blue or something, I'm not sure. Or the green. But yeah, in the meantime, kind of my goal, I guess, maybe, I'm not sure. Just whenever I have free time, I'll try to kind of go back and forth between like making videos and streaming when I can. But the rate at which I do both of those things will be a lot less. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing I can for sure say. I don't know how often it'll be, but the amount and quantity at which I can be able to contribute time to the channel is going to be significantly less. Although I'm not the only one that works on the channel. You know, it is me and my girlfriend, although she does mostly like the behind the scenes stuff, so we kind of, I still do the editing and stuff too, but she kind of helps with that too. Like she made the thumbnail and stuff too for this series. So she does stuff here and there. So she can certainly still help with things as well. But we definitely both want to be committed to the channel here. So we're gonna try to keep things posted here as often as we can. And then, of course, getting into other stuff as well. Not just Pokemon, I should say. There's a lot of other games that we like. We've gotten to a point where any game that I want to play, I'm kind of going back and forth between, depending on, some games I want to just play just kind of casually, because I kind of play it really so casually to the point that I don't think it'd be a good idea to stream, just because I don't play it in long spurts enough. Like sometimes I only get on for like maybe 20-30 minutes. But other games, I'd be definitely curious to put on in stream as well. I would just have to figure out setting up like a setup for it, obviously, trying to get them to stream. Like I was really nervous about getting this set up here just because the DS and everything with the 2 screens. But fortunately I was able to play enough with the settings and get comfortable with a setup that I was happy with for Pokemon games. Because I definitely like, oh man, just 1 health. I definitely like having the bottom screen still visible, but obviously not the main focus. And I didn't want it to be like super stretched out or contorted to where it was trying to squeeze both the screens into like because that's kind of how it looked before. And it just looked really weird. And there was or like the screen was going to have a bunch of cutout in it, like. So I wanted to have it fit the entire screen with like something, or at least for the most part. Well, I meant to change to Rosalia, but I'm very happy with the setup for DS games, at least for Pokemon goes. I'm glad that it doesn't require too much of the touchscreen. I mean, the mouse isn't the worst thing to use if you have to, but I'll just keep using this. I'm actually outspeeding the Shellos. Shellos must be it is pretty slow actually now, but Gastrodon's very slow. I think it's only like, I don't think it's higher than base 50. So Shellos is probably even slower. But yeah, if I do other DS games, then that would maybe require more touchscreen then. I'll have to figure that out, but for now, I'm happy with this. I think that's the last trainer here. And I don't feel like going back. I think I'm just going to top everyone off and go ahead and fight. Crasher Wake. What is his name? Maybe did I fight this fisherman here? Oh, I did. Okay. I'm just gonna leave the Bronzor at that health. Probably, hopefully that won't regret that. And I think he starts out with the Gyarados, if I remember. Maybe I'll just start out with Gyarados as well. Because I know pretty sure he's got a Quagsire, and then I know he's got the Float Soul. So I'll definitely need like Roselia for that, or would want Roselia for that. I don't know if because he's probably gonna have Ice Fang too on the Gyarados. So Roselia would have not been a good option. And I don't know if he has Ice Fang on. Probably has Ice Fang on Float Soul as well, honestly. Yeah, double Intimidate. So probably won't be able to two-shot it with Dragon Rage. Because it's the same level as mine. Yeah, it's gonna have probably a little bit less HP. Actually, I think I'm just gonna heal the confusion here. Oh man, I meant to go the other way. I don't have. Okay, I guess I can just use a full heal. Ooh, it's also got Dragon Rage. If it uses Swagger again, I can honestly just keep healing that. And then just using my attack buffs to just kind of sweep the rest of this gym, honestly. Okay, he's going for Bride. I have a feeling he's going to heal. Okay, I'm going to heal up here. And hopefully he just goes for Brine or something. Awesome. I'm at +1 attack right now. So it's actually pretty useful. I think Brine is special attack. That's also why it's doing very little damage, because Gyarados is not that high special attack. It's doing really weak. Unless he goes... I think he's got Quagsire as well. Yeah. I feel like it would be... Should I just use the Roselia maybe? I think that would be best. Even though I'm at +1 attack, it's not really going to be that amazing. I'm just going to use Bite anyways. Okay, can I one-shot it with Magic Leaf? I feel like I can. Double super effective. Awesome. Oh, +0 special defense? That sucks. And Float Soul. Let's start out with Gyarados again here. And we'll just lower its attack stat, because I know it's going to use Ice Fang with Float Soul on Roselia. Intimidate comes in really big handy for the physical attackers. Wait, I just realized his ace Pokemon Floatzel, level 30, which is the same level that main lane's Lucario. That's weird. Okay, let's go and do Striker. I'm actually gonna run out of power points on it. But I can't just use 2 Dragons, because we need to heal with the berry. Yeah, it would have been perfect range to kill it with. Maybe I'll use Bite and then Dragon Rage, so that way they don't heal. Should be fine, actually, there. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of damage at all. Gyarados is just super tanky with special defense. Oh, they might heal that. This is just a super potion. So it should be really close to putting it to the same spot, just basically profited 10 HP there. Which I don't think I can, I definitely can't kill it with Bite now, but I can try. To me, the Fang moves were always kind of, I guess they were just like a good mid move, like Frost. Oh wow, I did kill it with the Bite. So I always compare them like in terms of like Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Fire Punch. But even then, they get those punch moves get compared to like Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower. So I don't know. To me, being at 65 base power and then 95 with accuracy, they're not amazing, but I guess they do help give more coverage to more Pokemon. But I wish they were a little bit stronger. That's all. It just feels like so many instances where attack-based, like physical moves, are just outclassed by special moves for like most types. Probably the only exception is like any move that you think of, like Psychic is better than like, I think what is it, like Psycho Cut or Psyshock, I think is the defensive one maybe, or maybe not Psyshock, I can't remember. And then obviously Flamethrower is better than like Flame Wheel. I don't even know what the next best in Fire thing. I don't even Fire Punch, but I think those are the only like physical fire moves. But that is the end. So we got the 4th gym badge there. And that was awesome. So that's gonna do it for this one. I don't know which when I'll stream next, but next time we'll probably just do some of the routes, get through the 5th gym leader, and then kind of keep progressing there. Eventually get through the rest of the game and get to our last team member, Garchomp. But thank you very much for watching.